Camera. Yeah. Merry meet. We are live. Let me adjust the camera real quick. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I just gotta get the little thing just out of the camera. There we go. All right, we're here. Howdy, howdy, buddy. Um, happy October. Um, I tell you what, we are really happy here because we got a little bit of cooler weather. And it's yeah, it's cool enough in the house that the air conditioner actually shut off.
Yes,
It's nice and quiet in here. It's wonderful.
which hardly ever happens in the South.
I know, right? It's one of those things. Yeah, and our friends who are tuning in from the Pacific Northwest or from England, the air conditioning is not a way of life there. And so yeah, it's kind of amazing when you go, wow, it's quiet in the house. So but glad to have everybody here. I know some folks had tuned in already. I see Juniper, Kai Sobek, hey, um, and see, Dragon's Library came back. Yeah, it's been a bit. I'm glad to have you back. Kid Fox is ready to kick on our heater already. Oh wow.
Yes, tonight we have a low of 43.
Wow. Now I will say this. They mentioned something about the low that they kept vacillating between saying it whether it would be 50 or 49 for the low tonight. And why does that matter to me? Because I have a papyrus and a baby Egyptian blue lily outside that if it's actually going to get below 50 or so, I need to bring them in. So I'll be checking that afterwards. May actually have to make a little aquarium for the wintertime to put the lilies in,
Yeah.
which would be kind of cool. But because I would love nothing more than to be able to put a genuine Egyptian blue lily picked from the pond on the offering plate, for a service one of these times. That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
But
the offering plate is missing something.
no, it isn't. Were you thinking of the mushrooms?
No.
No.
Donuts.
Oh well, good problem to have. There's at least in this space right here, we only had so much room. But yeah, since Darren mentioned it, what I have on the offering plate includes some pieces of shiitake mushroom that grew from some oak logs in the backyard that I drilled, that I inoculated with mushrooms, spawned last year, which meant that I was out braving 100-degree heat and mosquitoes, with a power drill and candle wax, yeah, and a mallet tapping in, little dolls that were impregnated with mushroom spawn. That was last year.
Well,
and
we got shrooms.
Yeah.
Good shrooms.
Well, it's a great metaphor for patience and playing the long game and things paying off down the road. So let that be a lesson for everyone. So that definitely was worth going on the offering plate. So,
by the way, some of those super things would help us get an aquarium.
Yeah. Okay.
For the blue lilies.
Yeah, Dragon's Library. Not quite kicking ours on yet, but it is getting chillier. And Kai Sobek says, "Thanks, I miss you all very much. Glad to be back. Glad to have you. Been thinking about you." And Sarcastic says, "I think I found the one Walmart in the world that doesn't sell produce."
That's an old Walmart.
Damn. And Sabrina says, "Good evening. I discovered you last Sunday. Well, welcome."
Hi, Sabrina. Welcome.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, welcome everyone. So tonight we're observing a Feast of Shu and Ma'at being raised up to Ra, and of course that's important because as we do our offering for that every service, and we know that Ma'at is of course his firstborn daughter. Actually, Bast is also referred to as such. There are several goddesses that are addressed as that, but they can kind of change places. It's almost like in Hinduism, Kali and Durga can be conflated with each other, as can other deities, and it depends on who you talk to whether they're what their kinship relationship is, but it's understood that they're very closely connected, and so eventually I'm going to have some artwork for Tefnut to pair with Shu, but you can consider this as the we're honoring the creator and his first generation of children. So first things though, we have to get ready, and so
Wait,
what? Oh wait, what?
you forgot.
Oh, blowing the
Yes.
yeah, okay, all right, well, yeah, let's do that. And forgive me, I guess I was just a little eager to get those cool waters going.
She wants to freeze me to death, no. Let me fit.
Well, just think how because I have that bird bath that I bought. That's in the it's on that slab where we have the altar for New Year's in the middle of the yard, and it was filled with rainwater today. And it just occurred to me, in a couple of months that would be quite cool. So be glad it's not those waters.
Don't you do that to me. I've been good. I've been real good.
Yes, I need this just to refocus. You tend to derail, my train of thought there, Darren. You were just cracking up this whole time. Okay, where was it? Here we are. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me, as Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, our children. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, our purity is within our hearts, and we've cast out
There's
all
that
evil
second of breath
impulses.
everybody's been waiting for.
Yes, we are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. It's not that cold.
It is too.
It is room temperature.
What room? the freezer?
The cooler down the road, gas station.
It is 68 in the house.
It is not 68 in that jar.
I bet it is. That's going to have to be a something in a video one of these times. We'll have to get like a food thermometer. We'll find out how cold the water is.
Man, that stuff's cold, dude.
And it will metaphysically change by the time it pours from the jar to his hand.
See, your man is just as guilty as you.
Oh.
Because he can't wait to freeze me to death every week.
Oh, come on. Look, it's not as bad as that one time that we observed Egyptian New Year's over at the one of the local covens houses, the Covenstead. And so I had to bring all of my supplies. And so everything that was liquid ended up getting put in the refrigerator, including the water that we were using for lustrations at the beginning.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. So completely by accident, the water that we were using had came straight out of the fridge.
Extremely cold down.
Yeah, and there was this one poor girl. She sucked in harder than you did. Poor thing. I did not mean to do that. It just happened that way. So, and look, it's not. At least it's not that bad.
Extra cool and pure.
Yes, the power of Tefnut compels you. So, okay. And imagine the priests in ancient Egypt ritually purifying themselves at pre-dawn in a sacred lake.
The sacred lake.
Pre-dawn in a desert. That's probably some pretty cool water. Yeah. Feel a rush is it the invigoration of the spirit, or is it that the water was cold? Maybe a little of both. Come in peace. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in with us now and will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are all purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
So we will light our candle for Shu, for his night of feast. There we go. And for Sekhmet. And we ask her to bring light and healing to all of those that need it. Jory asked for prayers for his mom, who's not feeling well tonight. And we have requests for people who are dealing with anxiety and loneliness. And of course, in the Northern Hemisphere, we're turning to the dark half of the year. And so some people struggle with that because they miss that blessed sunlight. So we ask for the gods to shine some light and some blessing on everyone. You arise in the Akhetis Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as Atum, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Shu, O Sekhmet, Tefnut, and Ma'at. Hail and praise unto you, O Yunichiru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom.
Hi, everyone.
May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out as Fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. O Yunichiru, these waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yunichiru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. O Yunichiru, we give to you this eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yunichiru. Lift it to your faces, and be at peace with it. Gardens prosper, and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Yunichiru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Shu, Lord of Upper Menset and Ynir, within his house. Pure, pure is Sekhmet within her house. Ma'at within her house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods, this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horaketi, Shu, Tefnut, Sekhmet, Ma'at, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Shu, O Sekhmet, O Ma'at. Come to your bodies, O Yunichiru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these, your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Shu, before Sekhmet, before Ma'at. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them as it has since the first time. Ora Horaketi, and your son, the Osu, Nisu, Nebkepra Ra, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way into Ma'at. And we bring them these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Porkeru, ta henket, kakao abdu, senator marat, kut nibet nafra wabet anket naturim, and kawan akupu nibu, makere nibu kir natura. A voice offering, bread and beer, 1,000 beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which God lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God. And now we come unto you, O Ra, to raise Ma'at to you. Come unto you as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. The Svet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Darren.
Phone vibrated. I just checked it
Okay.
and ignored it.
I guess something struck you funny?
I thought it was something important, and it was Facebook. I hate Facebook.
I was gonna say I would laugh if your phone vibrated to let you know that we were live. That would be about right, but
And it should, because I have you like
subscribed on yours.
yes.
I don't know. It tends to do that. I don't know why. Maybe those algorithms we were talking about last time, but yeah. So we will read, and also it's last quarter, the lunar phase. Of course, for those who are in North America, there's going to be an annular solar eclipse a week from tomorrow, and hopefully the stuff that I ordered will come in for that, because I plan to tape for like a Patreon extra when that happens, because we'll see it, at least part of it, here. And that's going to be a great dry run for the total eclipse in April, because the totality for that's going to be within driving distance of us, and I'm not missing that. So that's definitely going to go on video, but that's something to stay tuned for. But I should have in here a nice prayer to Ma'at. Oh goodness. Yes, a litany to Ma'at and to Ra. O Ra, who sets with Ma'at, Ma'at is joined to his brow. O Ra, who rises with Ma'at, Ma'at embraces his beauty. O Ra, effective through Ma'at, Ma'at is secured to his bark. O Ra, mighty through Ma'at, whereon he lives every day. O Ra, who made Ma'at, and whom one offers Ma'at. You placed Ma'at in our hearts, that we may raise her up to your Ka. We know you live by her, and it is you who made her body. We are straight ones, straightforward ones, free of lies, who do not practice deception. Hail unto you, O Ra and Ma'at. Yes, and of course, when you're looking at a translation of something and it says straight, and we're talking about ancient Egyptian, it means straightforward. It doesn't say anything about anything else, right? So you're
straight is something completely different. That is more our time.
That's right. Yes, you're free to pencil in straightforward in your books. That is okay. And it was called the Litany of Shu, which comes from the coffin texts. I am he who foretells Ra when he ascends from the Akhet, being the horizon. I put the fear of him into whomever seeks out his name. I am the one among the Heh gods who hears their words. I dispatch the word of the self-created to the multitudes. I am the one who captains the sunbark and its crew. I am stronger and more raging than all the Eneids. I show splendor in accordance with my nature. I speak, and the Eneids are silent. I am he whose shape was exhaled, whom this august god created, who strews the sky with his beauty, whose name the gods do not know, the one whom the sun folk serve. Shu is the one whom Atum fashioned. His robe is the air of life. A cry for him went forth from the mouth of Atum. The air opened upon his ways. He makes the sky light after darkness. His pleasing color is the breath of Atum. Storm clouds in the sky are his efflux. Hailstorms in the dusk are his sweat. The length of the sky is his stride. The width of the earth are his settlements. All living things upon the back of Geb. By Atum's command does Shu govern them. His life is in their nostrils. He guides breath into their throats. Yes, to me that kind of seems like the idea of the Metatron, not to be confused with Megatron.
Right.
Yes.
For those of you who may not know, the Metatron is the angel essentially assigned to be the voice of God.
Yeah. Who wasn't he played by Alan Rickman in in the movie
yes, and
where Alanis
Yes, and Dogma.
Dogma,
and
yes.
Dogma.
Yeah, I was gonna say where Alanis Morissette was God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I thought was really funny.
Never had I heard a more snide voice of God than that one. I got
And she never
much-
said a word.
Well,
One time.
What I thought was neat was, she opened her mouth and you heard nothing, but it's like, the ground trembled and things like that, which is kind of that was actually, it was presented in a comedic way, but there was some profound thought to that. So, but no, if you actually go and try to look up Metatron on Wikipedia, there is a disambiguation page that says at the top, not to be confused with Megatron, the fictional character. and I thought that was hilarious.
Don't tell him that.
Who? Megatron?
Megatron. Because he would say, "What do you do when you find out I am the voice of God?"
Then I would say, I would say, Megatron, it's time to wake up.
Roll over, big fella.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, and I'm going to finish off with the daily praises of Ra, which is derived from chapter 17 of the Book of the Dead. That's the one that I have downloaded the PDF where somebody made a flow chart based off of that, and I'm going to figure out how to get that on the website because I thought that was really cool that somebody actually went and put that together. So now come to be all the words of the Lord of all. I am a tomb when I was alone. I came into being in noon. I am Ra in his rising, in the beginning ruling that which he has made. I am the great God who came into being himself, the waters, noon, the father of the gods. What does it mean? It is Ra who created the names of his limbs. They have come into being as the gods in Ra's suite. I am unopposed among the gods. I am yesterday. I know tomorrow. What does it mean? Yesterday is Osiris. Tomorrow is Ra. On that day of destroying the wicked foes of the Lord of all, and of crowning his son Horus. I made the battleground of the gods as Osiris, Lord of the Western Desert, commanded. I know the great God who is in it. I am the great phoenix who is in Yunu. I am the overseer of that which exists. What does it mean? It is Osiris. Otherwise said, that which exists is his body. Otherwise said, it is eternal renewal and everlastingness. Eternal renewal, Neheh, is the day. Everlastingness, Jet, is the night. I am Min in his going forth. I have placed the dual plumes on my head. I am the great cat who split the Eshed on its side in Yunu on that night of war, of warding off the rebels, on that day which were destroyed the wicked foes of the Lord of all. What does it mean? That great cat who split the Eshed on its side in Yunu is Ra himself, called Cat when Sia said of him, how like him by what he has done. And his name became Cat, Mew. Wrongdoing is overthrown and evil is destroyed. I have seen Ra born of the hindquarters of the great flood. If he is well, then I am well, and vice versa. Okay. All right, one more thing, and then we will get to our requests, because, have to go and check and see all the comments. But This is another chapter of Overthrowing the Evil One. This is something that I composed on a day of purification of Ra. Hail unto you, O Ra! You live, and the evil serpent dies. Hail unto you, O Ra! You sail in your sunbark, alive, well, and happy, while your wicked foes are cast into the fire and consumed. Begone, begone, Rara, begone forever. You and all your confederates shall not be, shall not exist. You shall not be seen, shall not be heard, shall not be perceived. You shall not act, shall not work hika. You shall not recruit nor grow in numbers. Lo, you shall grow weak, you shall diminish, you shall become no more. Hail unto you, O Ra! You sail forth in joy every day. Your reach is far and long. Your works are mighty. Your powerful stroke hits its mark every time. Your followers serve you. They hear your words. Their voices are heard extolling your name far and wide. The ranks of your followers grow in number and strength. O Ra, your name is established for eternity. Your works endure forever. Ma'at makes her place on your brow for all time. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra. Hail and praise. Hail and praise. Hail and praise. Hail and praise. Okay. And oh wow. Okay, Kai Sobek says something. Did you guys ever hear about how Alanis Morissette went up to her husband with a box of a dozen donuts when he was trying to lose weight for a movie, and he divorced her shortly thereafter? She started eating the donuts in front of him when he was on a major diet, and I guess he took it the wrong way. Yeah, that's called not being supportive of your partner.
That's called sabotage. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah. I ate the Antichrist. We're talking about Alanis Morissette because, the reference to the movie Dogma. But, yes, we're quoting ironic. Whereas the funny thing is, the video for that played on because the student center where we went to college had like videos like monitors and they would play music videos and stuff like that, and you could go and pick which ones you wanted, and that one got heavy rotation for a while. And I think Darren, you had made some comments about wanting to push her out of the car window she was hanging out of in the video.
Yes. I have nothing against Alanis Morissette, but when you hear a song 95 times a day, you won't want to hear it again either.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just scrolling back a little bit because y'all have had some great conversation. There's a little fear of missing out here. Dragon's Library. Almost done painting my new shrines. That sounds really cool. Demetrius, I haven't joined in forever. I've been so busy with work and school. I can understand that too.
We love you no matter.
Oh, and Sarcastic, also on the quarter system, is going to be graduating soon. Congrats.
Congrats.
Yeah. Okay, I did not see the Star Wars meme in the Kemetic Discord, but I'm seeing about our Lord and Savior Obi-Wan. Are you talking about the Obi-Wan Jesus thing? You guys have to understand. Darren and I have had long conversations about that. He was like wanting to triple dog dare me to give that as a gift to my grandmother, and I never did.
I wish you would have.
Well, the thing is, I didn't want to take advantage of my grandma. Okay. It would have been really funny to see if anybody else in the family would have been like, "Hey, Sharon, did you give Grandma a picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi?"
They wouldn't have even thought about it.
Well, by the way, I have a brother who sounds just like that.
And how do we know that he doesn't look exactly like Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yeah, but
besides, I once caught a Sith this big,
Okay, Sarcastic. Extra prayers to Sekhmet to protect us from those new COVID strains. Yes.
Yeah. I gotta go get my shot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So there's a lunar eclipse going on in October as well. Huh. Oh, and Sarcastic is asking, what would be good Hika rituals to do for an eclipse? I imagine, that, yeah. Well, I did something in 2017. I went out and I burned some incense and, did kind of a light execration rite, I guess. But
Light execration.
yeah, well, it means, we weren't breaking pottery, but, there was, incense being burned and cisterns being rung, but yeah, I think some things like that for the big eclipse might be fun. It's worth planning ahead on. Anything cool like that is worth planning ahead. So,
yeah, you can break pottery or burn effigy.
Okay, so I got a cookie request starting with Love Deluxe. Okay.
I'd like a macadamia chocolate chip if anybody's got one.
Oh, and Mistress Angelica, my candle shattered tonight. Oh. Well, in terms of candle magic, I think that can mean a couple of different things.
Well,
but it could also be
just means that candle needs a replacement and gifts are coming.
Okay.
Yeah,
because I've had them shatter before too, and it doesn't mean disaster. Or
no,
anything.
typically, actually, my experience has been it typically meant good luck, but
Hey, cool. Okay, and Solemn Sun says, in regards to the ritual and magic this month, I would be mindful of the void of course moon and the astro weather this month is pretty crazy. And okay, and Mr. Angelica, this is my first time. Okay, hey, cool.
Welcome.
And Sarcastic is saying, listen, I'm 22 and a tough little lad, and the strain I got knocked me on my butt. Y'all please stay safe. And he's saying, yes, Darren, please get your booster. So
I promise.
Okay.
As soon as they transfer all my goodies.
Yeah, that's right, because we're dealing with some issues with that, So
and I did make all of those phone calls today.
I know. I heard you on the phone. I can vouch for him. He's been good. So. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started with the cookies then. Now, the first thing we're going to start with is one for everybody, and I know that Seta had requested one, so we'll get one for her too, and then we'll go with Love Deluxe and just go down the list. So this first one is for everyone who's, tuning in now and will be catching us later on. So, go ahead and pull this forward. Oh, and hopefully soon I'll be able to, talk with you guys on the Discord about beta testing for the card set, because I've got a few of them to finish trimming, but this is my prototype set. So I've got all these different cards here, and if we get something that works, then my plan is to use one of those places where you can design your own board games and do it that way. But we have to test it on some volunteers first. But that'll be a good thing for for Discord chat. So for right now, it landed right in the bowl. So this is for everyone. A dose of adversity is often as needed as a dose of medicine.
Wow. In other words, get ready for some character. You need it.
Oh. Solemn Sun, what were you saying about the moon and the astro weather? Oh yeah. Sorry, 80s music. But anyway, yes, a dose of adversity is often as needed as a dose of medicine. And I guess we'll just be telling ourselves this over the next week. But now, last week it was, there are no shortcuts to any place worth going.
Now,
So.
pay attention.
Hmm.
All this really says is, if you really want it, it's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to damn near want to make you quit everything. And the moment you're about to go, beep, 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 push. Because just beyond failure is victory.
So, in other words, stick it out.
Right.
Hang in there.
Right.
It's, and this makes sense because some of the Nochuru, are like really sweet, and like, they would have the pom-poms and be like, you can do it, we love you. And Horace is very, upbeat, but Ra, because he's the big boss, he's not going to do that. His encouragement kind of comes in a fatherly sort of, but restrained kind of way like that. So there are no shortcuts to any place worth going, and a dose of adversity is often as needed as a dose of medicine.
Keep something in mind. If you've ever worked for any of your relatives or someone that's really close to you, like a really good friend, if you've ever worked for them, they look at you, and if they're worth a crap at all, they go, I'm going to be an absolute jerk to you. I'm going to hold you to a higher standard than is allowed, required, or in the rules, because you and I have a relationship beyond this job, and I expect you to do better. That way nobody else looks at me like I'm being a favorite to you.
So in other words, that being fair, but it's so fair that you kind of feel like yeah. That at least for me, that's been my experience with it.
For example, I knew that when I went back to work at New Horizons that second time, I had a lot of friends on that staff. They knew me, but I also knew that because of that, I was held to an infinitely higher standard, and I was.
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. So next, so Seta had asked for one, so we'll pull that for her, and she had to step out apparently, but we'll make sure that she gets this one.
Maybe.
Huh?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Joking.
Okay. Be smart, but never show it. And that's for her. So we'll set that one aside for her.
That's for her.
Yeah.
Considering everything we know she's going through, be smart, but never show it. Have a plan, have a reason, but don't tell the world. Just do it.
We'll pass that on to her. So that will be a message for later. So, okay. So next is Love Deluxe, and then Kit Fox. So. Love Deluxe. Stay true to yourself. It's that simple. That's all it says. Stay true to yourself. Don't try to it's funny. I'm getting this sense like maybe somebody wants to, not gaslighting, but wants you to go against something.
Stop trying to please everybody.
Yes, stay true to yourself.
And that even gives you clearance to make some people unhappy,
Yeah. Yeah. And because yes, when we read our ma'ats, we want to be charitable and hospitable and, have temperance with people, but that doesn't mean be a doormat. Have your boundaries. So next is Kit Fox. Kit Fox, focus your attention. Wow, we're getting some short ones tonight. Focus your attention, Kit Fox. That's what it says.
That's because there's so many things that are cut and dried for people.
That and again that also that sounds like raw. That's I'm telling you how it is. So okay, Dragon's Library. Dragon's Library. Coincidences happen for a reason. It's which means it's not really a coincidence.
That's not a coincidence
right.
at all.
Coincidences happen for a reason. Yes. So something you were thinking was coincidence isn't. Yeah. Of course, Darren, you and I are also of the age that we think of that with those Time Life books and the commercial. Coincidence? Read the book.
Yeah. Or to put it in another way, in my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Right. Okay. And so next is Sebekekaway. Sebekekaway. Not all closed eyes are sleeping, nor open eyes seeing. So to read it again. Not all closed eyes are sleeping, nor open eyes seeing. In other words, people may be paying attention to something that you don't think are, and other people that you might think know what's going on don't really
have the first clue.
Right. So don't assume.
Moral of the story: rely on yourself.
But also don't assume that other people know.
Right. Yeah. You might have to tell some people exactly what they need to know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So next is I Ate the Antichrist and then Kai Sobek. So I Ate the Antichrist. As long as it wasn't with Ozempic. I don't know. I Ate the Antichrist. It doesn't take much to be a success. It takes everything.
Wow.
It doesn't take much to be a success. It takes everything. Yeah, I think that whole thing about, work hard. There you go. It doesn't take much. It just takes everything. Okay, so Kai Sobek. Kai Sobek. Better to face danger than to always be in fear. Better to face danger than be always in fear. So Kai Sobek, that's for you. And I get the sense that when you turn around and face something, it turns out to be not as big as you were thinking.
One of the things that I used to explain to my clients is most of the things that we fear, in reality, they're the Geico lizard, but he's learned how to make shadows that makes him look like Godzilla.
Yeah. Okay. So next is Mary Wepplewet and then Kyle Hinojosa. Mary Wepplewet. Huh. Married Wepplewet, I think you got the good cookie today, as in there's no fortune in this one, so you are the good cookie.
Yes. You know what to do.
Okay, Kyle Hinojosa. Oh, wow. Well, Kyle got 2. I just shake the best. But let's see what this first one says here. Okay. You will be graced by the presence of a loved one soon. So, Kyle Hinojosa. Here's your second one. I'll put these together. Oh, well, I can manage to not have it break. Oh, no. Okay, well, you know what? That didn't have any lettering on it. So, all right. It says, "Stay in touch above all with how you feel." Very interesting. You will be graced by the presence of a loved one soon. Stay in touch above all with how you feel. That sounds to me, the overwhelming sense that I'm getting is someone that is a family member, maybe, but there's maybe some
Difficulty.
Yeah, and so this is saying, yeah, they're coming soon. You're going to have to deal with them, but stay in touch with how you feel about this.
How you feel and not how you're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
And I can't say this enough.
Hmm.
There's no such thing as I feel the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to introspect and say, well, try to analyze and say, well, why am I feeling this way? What am I reacting to?
But before you figure out why, you better make damn sure you know what. Regardless of what label people put on it, including yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If it's, I really love you, but great. If it's, I really love you and I'm excited, great.
Mm-hmm.
If it's, I know what is supposed to, I know what is wanted here and I know what is supposed to happen, but the truth is, I feel this way, that's what you got to know.
Yeah, so it sounds like this is going to be, you've got somebody who's coming to visit, maybe who's, or that you're going to see them, but this is going to be a chance for you to look within and, analyze your feelings about this person, maybe.
Right.
So. Okay, next is Sarana, then B. Okay. Oh, okay. And so Mr. Sangelico is saying, I've been doing candle magic for years and I've never had one shattered until now. Oh, and COVID apparently has stomach flu symptoms now, speaking from experience. That might be because poor Jory, he was saying his mother was dealing with feeling dizzy and nauseous. Um, that might she might need to get a COVID test. But Dragon's Library. Oh, you made a card set? Dragon's Library, just to catch you up, I just started working on that not too long ago. Well, I say not too long ago. I last week I showed them. It's been in development for a long time, but it hasn't really gotten to a point where I could show it off until just then. So, but yeah, and I see we're right at an hour, so let's try to get everybody wrapped up. Let's see. It's so bad that I had blood vessels bursting around my eyes, stress from coughing and stomach flu system. Ouch. Yeah. Okay. Now, Gabriel asked for one, and yeah, let's see. And are the cookies free? Yes, they absolutely are. I mean, you're welcome to give us a sticker if you want, but it's not required. Okay, and so I see Zabelin gave us a sticker. Yay!
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, and the Discord. Yes. That we have a Discord. People are on. If somebody can toss that link up there. Yeah, and hang on, let me get this to. There we go. So we were at. Hang on. Yes, Sarana, then V, then Solemn Sun. So. So that's for Sarana. Sarana. Success is failure turned inside out. And pair that with the one that we got for overall, about a dose of adversity is often as needed as a dose of medicine. And of course, that's also if you're familiar with the poem "Don't Quit." Success is failure turned inside out, the silver lining of the clouds of doubt. And many a failure turns about when he might have won had he stuck it out. And of course, that poem is very special to me because my best friend from high school had given me a little framed print of that poem, and I have it. That's in a safe spot. But okay, so B. Let's see, Sarana, then B, then Solemn Sun. B, you will learn something new every day. You will learn something new every day. And that is a good thing to do. So B, there you go. Solemn Sun. Oh, cool. It landed right next to my little Lotus holder. Okay. Solemn Sun. There are no ordinary moments. business. Nothing is trivial. There are no ordinary moments. Okay. Okay, so sarcastic, and then Gabriel. So. Sarcastic. Yes, right. There we go. Oh, that one was waiting for you. Okay, sarcastic. You will have an exciting business adventure. Travel for work. Yeah. But you will have an exciting business adventure, sarcastic. And now Gabriel. There we go. Oops. Now it's going to make me hunt for it. There we go. Gabriel, yours is being very cryptic. And here we go. And it says, you will get a great deal on a major purchase. So, Gabriel, you will get a great deal on a major purchase, but if the cookie is any indication, you're going to have to push for it. Don't just, assume. Ask questions, be insistent, and then you will get that great deal on a major purchase. Okay. All right, next is Mistress Angelica and then Sabrina. So Kimbrough, I'm guessing. And then Hey Sebast. Okay. Okay. Huh. That's kind of neat. Talking about the Kemetic jars and the Sons of Horus, and I have a set of little votive candles that I basically made labels for, and so those are the four Sons of Horus. But okay, and Zabalin, hey, late but cookie. Okay, alrighty. So let me make sure. Mistress Angelica, then Sabrina, and then Zabalin. So. Okay. Mistress Angelica, your first cookie. And it says, somewhere deep inside, we all can fly. So, Mistress Angelica, somewhere deep inside, we all can fly. I think that goes along with that theme of, of believe in yourself. So, next is Sabrina. Wait. Is it? Sabrina? You had 3 of them come out. I think somebody has been waiting to talk to you. So. It's unusual, but occasionally we do get those. So, Sabrina. First one. No one is without enemies. Now, second one. Statistics are no substitute for judgment. Wow. Okay, now there's one more to this, Sabrina. Instead of giving someone a piece of your mind, give someone the peace of your mind. I think this is a very interesting but rather nuanced warning. No one is without enemies, for one thing. So don't think that you're unique or that that you don't have them. Everyone does. Statistics are no substitute for judgment. So follow your gut. But instead of giving someone a piece of your mind, don't fly off at them. Instead, give someone the peace of your mind. Be honest, but don't put unnecessary emotion into what your dealings with other people. So, yeah, okay, boo. I think Mom's second that snatched you up. But yes, Sabrina, I think somebody wanted to take an opportunity to tell you something here. Boo, did you hear this? We got 3 here. No one is without enemies. Statistics are no substitute for judgment. Instead of giving someone a piece of your mind, give someone the peace of your mind.
Okay. I'm sure you've talked about this at length already.
Yeah. Yeah. Because this is definitely a warning, but a nuanced one. And don't be aware, but don't put too much emotion into something fly off the handle and give them a quote a piece of your mind.
Right. Use your judgment. Protect yourself. And people don't need to know a damn thing that they don't need to know.
Yeah.
They don't need to know everything you know. They just need to know what you want them to know. Mm-hmm. And that is that. And if that is nothing, that they need to know nothing. Especially if there's somebody of position and title.
Position and title, yeah. Okay, so next is the Balin. Oh, and Mrs. Jackal would like a yes or no.
What about a maybe?
Well, that sometimes we get that. Yeah. Okay, and also Pesa Bast, and then that's right, because I'd seen you. Okay. Okay, Isabella, did I miss your note? Isabella, yours is next. And Okay, Kai Subek had to head out. And have a good rest. Oh wait, no, not Kai Sub. Yeah, have a good rest of your day. Bye, everyone. Have a good day. Okay, yeah, because we are kind of getting on there, but I want to make sure I get everybody. So, so Zabalin is next, and then try to get it to scroll. Hang on. And Pesa. So Zabalin and Pesa. Okay. And yeah, if I miss anybody besides Zabalin and Pesa, let me know so we can wrap that up. Okay, so Zabalin, here's yours. Zabalin, swimming is easy. Staying afloat is hard. Swimming is easy. Staying afloat is hard.
Don't just tread water.
Well,
Make some waves.
Momentum will keep you going.
Right.
Momentum makes it
Right.
go easier. So swimming is easy. Staying afloat is hard. Okay, and so Pesa best. Okay. Pesa, when you do make a mistake, do not treat yourself as though you were the mistake.
Wow, that's about as direct as it gets.
When you do make a mistake, do not treat yourself as though you were the mistake. Because you are not. Mistakes are just something that we do and that we learn from. But you yourself are not one.
Right.
And I think that's the big boss reminding you of that. Like I said, he tends to be encouraging, but in a very very straightforward, not flowery kind of way. Just But okay. And thank you guys for the super stickers. Those are awesome. And we need to do something cool for you. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Nakia. Okay, and Serrano wants to know if you could get a cookie for your oldest. All right.
Last call.
Yeah, last call. Okay. That's right. Okay. So Nakia, and then Serrano's oldest. And out of 4 here, let's see who gets what. So Nakia. There is nothing final about a mistake, except it's being taken as final. So yes, very very similar, but I don't. But this being a little more specific, there's nothing final about a mistake except it's being taken as final.
Right.
So it's
Learn
not
from
over.
it and move on.
Well, but that and don't assume something is so far gone that it can't be fixed. It's only final if you leave it at that. There will be opportunities for better to come. That's what this is saying. And so now for Serrano's oldest. We'll just do that. There we go. Okay. Okay, so for Serrano's oldest, intelligence is the door to freedom, and being alert is the mother of intelligence. Intelligence is the door to freedom, and being alert is the mother of intelligence. So be alert. That will give you the intelligence that you need
to see opportunities
for freedom. Yes.
Right.
Yes. If you want your curfew extended, you have to demonstrate the good judgment.
And everything that lets us feel safe in extending it.
Yeah. Intelligence is the door to freedom, and being alert is the mother of intelligence. All righty. So, Yeah, there's a balance thing, because Brandon says I didn't expect 3 messages, and Zavalen says, well, next year I'd like to talk once you start talking to them. Yes. And Gabriel's got to go. Love you all. Glad I could participate at least a little bit. Absolutely,
Yeah.
we're glad to have you.
Come back
And
again
yeah,
every week.
Yeah, you're welcome. We do this every week, and sometimes we run a little long, but we try to make sure that we get everybody. So yeah, that's why don't stop till you get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yunu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shenit in Yunu, endures. As the name of Osir Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Asat in Nicheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Kamenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Ma'at, O Shu, Sekhmet, Tefnut. You have come in peace, O Yonetru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Shu, and Tefnut, Ma'at, Sekhmet. May you go forth in peace, O Yonetru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Alrighty. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. It's a pleasure as always. We love having everyone come in and join the chat and participate. And did we get a link for the Discord? For some reason this is not letting me scroll up, but um, okay, hang on. Well, if it'll do it. There we go. Okay, well, thank you guys so much. You have a wonderful week. Right above the last super chat. Okay, and yes, a blessed weekend, and we love you so much. You guys be safe and well. Be sure to hit like, everybody. Have a great week. And see you next Friday. Yes, just what you needed to do in the week. You know what? That's kind of like a cornerstone of our week is our Friday nights. So, that's something we love to do, and we love you guys. You all have a good one. And we'll see you next week.
Y'all take care. We love you.
Yes, and then I should watch over everyone.